When it comes to units of meaning, we tend to naturally think of words, but morphemes are actually the smallest units of meaning in a language. And morphemes come in several varieties. They can be free or bound. And bound morphemes can either be inflectional or, let's see if I manage to spell this right, derivational. Derivational. And I'll illustrate what this actually means in practice. So a free morpheme is called a free morpheme because it can stand alone and it is complete and has a meaning standing by itself. So the word dog, for instance, is a free morpheme. It can't be deconstructed into other units of meaning or pieces of meaning. It's a complete unit of meaning and it's a word. So a free morpheme is the same as a word, but a word can consist of more than one morpheme. So house is also a free morpheme. It can stand alone. It can't be deconstructed into further units of meaning. But we can also create the word dog house, which is a free morpheme plus a free morpheme. So here we have a word with two morphemes, but it's still one word, dog house. Bound morphemes are bound because they need to be attached to something, to another morpheme, in order for their meaning to be activated. So in English we have an S morpheme, and we actually have two of them. And if we add this S to the end of this word, we're adding information, we're adding grammatical information. We're saying that there is more than one dog house. So the information we're adding is plural. And this makes this an inflectional morpheme because we're adding grammatical information. The second S is also an inflectional morpheme, and here we can add tense information. So the word eat is a verb, and when we add the S, eats, what we're saying is this is present tense and third person, he, she, or it eats. So we've added grammatical information. This verb is happening now, and it's being done by one other person who isn't me or you. So these are inflectional, bound inflectional morphemes. They encode grammatical information. Derivational morphemes are bound, so they don't mean anything standing alone on their own, and they either change the meaning of the word, the semantic meaning. So if we take happy, for instance, happy is a free morpheme. It means something, its complete meaning is here, it can't be deconstructed into further units of meaning. But we can add a derivational morpheme, and we're changing the semantic meaning. Means the opposite, so unhappy is the opposite of happy. Derivational morphemes can also change the category, the type, the class of word. So in the case of happy here, just for spelling, pronunciation, historical writing reasons, the I is added instead of the Y. The Y becomes an I. But it's the same word, the same morpheme, happy. But if we add ness, we're changing the adjective happy into the noun happiness. And if we add then we're changing the semantic meaning. So we're changing the noun happiness into the noun with the opposite meaning, unhappiness. So here we have two derivational morphemes. One that changes the semantic meaning of the word, and one that changes the class of word, in this case from adjective to noun. So this is what you need to know about morphemes. Morphemes can be free, in which case a morpheme is a word, and a word can then consist of more than one free morpheme. But morphemes can also be bound, meaning that they're units of meaning whose meaning is only activated when you put them together with other morphemes. They can be inflectional, which means they add grammatical information. Here we have plural, here we have present tense. Or they can be derivational, meaning they change the meaning of the word, the semantic meaning, or they change the class of word. So here we change to a noun, and here we change so the meaning is the opposite.